Welcome to my world. Stay tuned for an awesome video. Hello, hello, hello. So, I am still into trying to get some sets made in a specific color range. So, I've been doing them in like teals and maybe aquas, some blues. Now, this is going to be a mix of glitters from different companies. So, I can't flash an affiliate if that makes sense. So, or post an affiliate. So here you're going to see Glitter Makes It, and they have their version of sea glass. Now, to me, the sea glass is absolutely beautiful in all manufacturers. You're going to see another one here shortly. And that is Minty Sage right there from PDB Creative Studios, and it is absolutely beautiful. But back to the Glitter Makes It sea glass. It's got that blue, and it's got some of the glass colored pieces in it, not necessarily opal. And these are a chunky glitter, which is a chunky down to an extra fine mix. Now that is PDB's version of sea glass. Now you can see when I poured that in that cup that their sea glass is more of a crystally white sea glass. So sea glass can come in so many different colors, and that's what those two companies chose to call sea glass. And I kind of like that. Although I can't, share exclusively used one or the other, I just appreciate the fact that their glitters are just so amazing. Now, I just showed you where I've been using the Let's Resin mixer. I like to do that when I'm mixing 10, 12, 14, 16 ounces or more. It makes things a little bit easier because I can be getting other things ready as that mixer is mixing. It does it 30 seconds every time you push the button. I do 4 to 6 installments. So I do 2 to 3 minutes every mix. And then I take my spatula and I will scrape the sides and the bottom just to make sure that the mixer got everything in. Now these are the round coasters, and they truly will hold almost 4 ounces each. I only ever put about 3 ounces in each one because all you're doing by adding that extra amount of resin is making that just really thick. And once the resin is cured hard, you really don't need that thickness. I mean, it's thick enough. And I always clean my backs off, and I put the little silicone feet on the back of them so that they won't slide around on your tables, your tabletops, your countertops, whatever you're going to be using, your bedside tables, your desk. Those are protected. Now keep in mind when you're watching this, you're seeing me use just resin and glitters. I can put just about anything into a coaster. If there's something that you're interested in, hey, reach out to me. Post here, send me a message, private message, send me a text if you have my phone number. One of my Facebook accounts does share that information, but I'm not going to just air that out there. You would need to go and follow or friend me so that you can have access to that. In other words, I need to know who I'm sharing some of this stuff with. Does that make sense? Okay, so just mixing this up really well here. I just want to make sure that there isn't any glitter stuck to the bottom. I do prefer to put the glitter in first and the resin on top. That way I can stir up with the glitter rather than trying to keep that glitter from popping out of that cup when I'm trying to stir the glitter down into the cup. Now I do show there I mixed 150 ml A, 150 ml B of magic resin. Magic resin is just my go-to, guys. I get 1 gallon to 2 gallons a week most times. It is my go-to. I do use other resins. I do. I like KS resin because KS resin for my top coats in certain projects because it has a 500 degree tolerance. For my tumblers, I use Counterculture Fast Set. I use Counterculture Quick Set. there's just different go-tos, but for the majority of my projects, even deep pours, I use magic resin. Now look how pretty that blue is. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if we can get that closer for you. That's a little better. You got to see it up close the first time they stirred too, but look how pretty that is. I mean, I just love it. I love the fact that this is out there and I can use it. All right, so here we are back at full screen, and what you're seeing there is we are going to pour some clear magic resin, just a little bit. I'm going to say about 1/2 ounce in each dish. I just want the glitter to start going in, but I don't want it to go in as thick as it is in the cups. I want there to be a breakdown and a thinning of it as it spreads in the coasters. And you can see that the table is level. It's on a leveling board, and then there is a heating mat underneath it, or heating mat underneath the molds. But that resin does, it does try to balance itself out. It's self-leveling. So, and I am trying to decide which I'm going to work with first. And let me go ahead and see if I can zoom in on that as well. The magic of editing. See how pretty that sea glass is? And then here is, it's called Minty Sage. That is by PDB Creative Studios. And I want that bluer tinted sea glass to kind of transition into the Minty Sage. And then we're going to transition into PDB Creative's version of sea glass, which is, more crystal with some white hints to it. We want it to be almost like an ombre. And I do have somebody that is wanting specific coaster sets. So it's kind of working out that I've been using these colors. They're springy, they're beachy, they're that hope at this time of year that we're going to experience that. So it's kind of brings like a warmth to you. And yeah, I think all of them that I have done have turned out really well. Here we're going to go ahead and do a matching tray. And we're going to just follow the same process for the tray. I'm going to pour the remaining amount of my clear resin into this tray. And I believe you didn't get to see all of it because I still had the previous screen adjusted, focusing on just the single trays, but you'll get the gist of it. We're going to just follow the process as if we did the coasters. So I'm just going to go back through, top up, use the rest of what's in those cups, and finish the molds off. I'll keep track of the bubbles. I'll make sure I monitor those for no bubbles. With the heat and magic resin, I very seldom have an issue with bubbles. And yes, I am using chunky glitter, and chunky glitter can hold air pockets. But I'm just very pleased. Magic resin, if I watch what I do and make sure of what I'm doing, follow the process, I usually don't have very many to zilch in issues from magic resin. And guys, you really should check out their website, Magic Resin. I'm telling you right now, they get it to you. I get my orders, in about 4-5 business days, sometimes quicker. Sometimes if you have set up a subscription on Amazon, you get it just on a regular basis, and it will be at your door. I'm just watching it, cleaning up while I'm watching. Don't mind me. I'm just going to spray it with some isopropyl alcohol. I use 99% and go around the edges there with my little tip that I keep and reuse and reuse and reuse. That tip comes off a crafting syringe. Alright guys, got these poured. They're cured. They've been on the heat mat for about 8 hours. 6 hours with the heat mat on, 2 hours with it off. I'm going to unmold these. Alright. Let's do this. Let me move that light. There we go. It's pretty, isn't it? So this is a mixture of PDB Minty Sage, PDB Sea Glass, and Glitter Makes It Sea Glass. That's what's in these coasters. Wow. That's pretty. I typically only put about 3 ounces each in these coasters. You could probably put 4 ounces each in them, but I do 3 because I don't feel like they need to be that thick. It's pretty. Wow. I like it. I'm totally pleased about how it turned out, how they turned out. Oh yeah. Very pretty. Very pretty. And then a matching tray. Yeah. That is beautiful. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. Oh yeah. These are nice.